Good morning. I am Coach Lavette Love, and I wanted to hop on here because today is Freedom Friday. Today, we are letting go of perfection because perfection can hold you back. You know, when you want to be perfect, what does that lead to? It leads to procrastination. And that cycle can go on and on and on, and we still not be able to accomplish anything. When we strive for constant perfection, we hold ourselves back in so many ways, and it keeps us from living a fulfilling life. It's important for us to understand that that characteristic can be damaging. So we have to make a plan so we can overcome that habit. I'm going to share with you some reasons that perfectionism is holding you back. I'll give you the top ones right here. Number one, it adds stress, it interrupts your growth, it damages your self esteem, and it keeps you from being the authentic you. So, how does it add stress? We already are living with enough stress in our lives, and being perfect, that perfectionism, adds more and it's unnecessary. We should save ourselves the worry for the important things. Remember that excessive stress can contribute to your health problems. And then there's anxiety that it causes. So keep that in mind the next time you're feeling burdened by these extreme standards that you've set. It interrupts your growth. Now, in order to be our best, we have to learn and we have to grow on a continuous basis, right? But when you add perfectionism to that, you get stuck because you'll start procrastinating because you want to learn more, but you got to get it right. So it's if you think of a hamster wheel, it's like going in a circle over and over again, and you can't get out. So you don't want to interrupt your growth. That will be start stalling and turning away from our own development because we want everything to be perfect. So let's be gentle with ourselves. Let's say yes to new opportunities, even the ones where we think we might fail, because you do know that that's the only way you can grow. You can truly grow. Perfectionism can damage our self-esteem. When you set these perfectionist standards at this level, they are impossible to meet. We're setting ourselves up for failure. And, when failure arrives, we're going to feel bad about ourselves, right? It's a vicious cycle and it damages our self esteem. And it will prevent you from striving towards your future goals. Perfectionism will not allow you to be your authentic self because when you seek perfection, you're striving to meet society standards, the standards of someone in your inner circle, not your standards. Chances are you're not being true to yourself and who you really are. You're living for the expectations of others. And do you know how exhausting it is when you're not living for yourself? Do you know anyone that you're cool with? We'll just say we're all adults here. So say you have this cool girlfriend, right? Y'all cool, y'all hang out, y'all can get together, you can pray together, you can shop together, you can do church together, you're just cool, right? But then do you notice that when other people are around or certain people are around, they change, they morph into something else, and you looking like, sis, who are you? Like, what did you do to my girl? And that is very exhausting to me. Like, it gets on my nerves when we as women do that. I'm the same person at work that you're going to meet at church, that you're going to meet in the grocery store. What am I saying? I don't put on airs for anyone. I treat people how I want to be treated, and I'm respectful to people. I am not going to change my personality, change how I do things, how I move for someone else. I don't have time for that. I want people around me who accept me for me, my authentic self. And sis, if I'm talking to you, if you're the one that morphs into something else, or you go along to get along, what are you getting out of this relationship? Right? You're not getting anything out of it. You are pouring into it, pouring into it. Think of a glass of water. You are constantly pouring into it, but you're not getting anything out of it. It's important to remember that when you're not true to yourself, it wears you down physically and emotionally. And it keeps you from being vulnerable and showing the world just how authentic you really are. So if you have these relationships where you are changing who you are to be around someone, to be a part of their inner circle, it's time to take a look in the mirror. And while you're doing that, it's time to step way back, like all the way back from this relationship, because it's not worth it. It's not worth your happiness. It's not worth the stress. Walk in your own authenticity. Be who you are. Let go of the need to be perfect and be good enough for you, the person you were meant to be. That's what's liberating. All right? I want you to keep these things in mind as you're working to break that perfectionism habit, because it can be broken. Live your best life that you can when you put yourself out. Do not let perfectionism hold you back any longer. All right, ladies and gents, if you're watching, I am Coach Lavette Love. I'm the CEO and founder of Love Life Legacy Coaching. I want to offer you a breakthrough session. You can schedule that session at bit.ly/chat with Lavette. Lovette, chat with Lavette. Until next time, have a fabulous Friday.